Hello there, young cartographers. Today I'm going to show you how you will be creating your chloropleth maps for your globalization assessment. Step one is you're going to want to head out to the website mapchart.net. For this example, I'm going to be using the example items on the handout that you were given in class. So I'm working off of kind of like the third step of part two, where we've grouped our items, as you can see here, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different categories. And those are going to become the 5 colors that are going to end up on our finished map. So with that in mind, I head on over to mapchart.net. I hover over the world menu and I select simple. When I get here, I'm greeted with a blank map of the world, and this is my canvas upon which I will paint my cartographic creation. So we're going to scroll down here, and our first step, we need to set our color scheme. Now, to do that, we change by clicking on this red bar here, and you'll notice a whole plethora of different options. These bottom options here, they look like, like a clown's makeup kit. We're not using those. Those will create a hideous map that we don't want. The items or the color schemes that we're going to choose from are going to be from these top 7 different color schemes, and you can see the nice gradations in color there. We're going to avoid this bottom black and white color scheme. That's not pretty. We're looking for color here. The world needs more color. And for our example map here, I'm just going to choose this lovely, what I believe to be is green color scheme. And I'm going to do that by selecting the darkest one. And what I will do now is basically I'm going to go ahead and paint my map. And I do that by clicking on the country. So if I wanted the United States to be dark green, I would left click on it. But oh no, I don't want the US to be green. I accidentally colored one I don't want. Fear not, you can right click on it and click remove color, and it's back to normal. And so I have my color scheme selected, and so I'm back on my kind of different groupings or levels of items, and I see I only have one in my top level, and that is China. So on my map, I'm going to go back and make China my dark green country. That's the only one in my top level. You're going to want to make sure your top level or your grouping that has the most items is going to be the darkest, and we're going to go from dark to light. And China is my only one in there, but then I see on level 2, my next level down is Vietnam. And so I'm going to go back into my mapchart.net, and I need to make Vietnam a lighter color. And so if China was this darkest one, Vietnam is going to be the next darkest. And so I hover over that and click it. You can see I have a lighter green color. I come out here and I find Vietnam. I hover over it, and I make Vietnam my next lightest color. And there you can see the 2 different colors between those countries. Unless you're colorblind like me, then they probably look very similar. Quit laughing. It's not something I'm proud of. I was born that way. Now I'm on to the next one. I have 2 in level 3. I have India and Thailand in my level 3. So again, I come back, I check my fill color, I take the 3rd level, because now I'm on my 3rd darkest, and I'm going to India, and I believe it was Thailand. Yes, and so there you can see the lighter colors. And again, I come back, I check, Madagascar is my next lightest, home of the Fusa. Be careful, they will steal your women and your precious metals. There we go. I've colored Madagascar. And then finally on to my last 2, or my last level, Mexico and the United States. I grouped them as one level, 1 to 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back down here, make my last color selection, select the United States, select Mexico, and there my map is done. But of course, no map would be good without a title and without some info on the key. So we need to give our map legend or our map key a title, and make sure that you put your name in with the map legend. So in this case, I'm just going to call it Canton's Stuff. Note my name is a part of the title. This will be important. Now I have to figure out just what the heck these labels mean. So this darkest label, you might be tempted to label the country, but we're not doing that. In fact, this dark color, as we remember, that dark green color means that 6 items came from that country. So what I would simply put on that label, I would write 6 items. And I know my next lightest color was 5 items. 4 items. Sorry for the count impersonation there. 3 items. And then my last level, if you remember, we had a level 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, and then my last level happened to shake out with 1 and 2 items. So I would just simply put 1 to 2 items. And that will create a nice legend for me. And I should be largely good to go. My map is done, and now I just need to download it. And so we're on here where it says step 3. I'm going to select convert to image. I'm going to let the computer do its thing, and notice now I have my key generated on my map along with my items. I double check for spelling. It all looks good, and it does look a little blurry, but it looks better. And now I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to select Save Image As. It might look a little different on a Chromebook, but you get the idea. I'm going to give it a title called Canton's Stuff, just like that. I'm going to click Save. It will download it. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to admire my work. Look at that, a Canton's cartographic creation. Isn't that fantastic? And my last step, I need to quickly go ahead and print this. So I'm just going to go ahead and select print. Of course, I'm printing in color. Notice that mine's not fitting, so you might have to adjust your layout a little bit. Right now it says full page photo, but if I unselect this fit picture to frame, it puts it nicely all on my page here. I only want 1 copy, and then I'm going to go ahead and select print, and I'm only going to print it once. And now that it's printing, I'm going to quickly run over to the color printer and grab it before someone absconds with my beautiful cartographic creation and tries to pass it off as their own. There you have it. That is how you go from a list of items that you started with, to organizing them, to leveling them, and then to mapping them and into a beautiful map that you can print off and show all of your friends. Good luck. If you get stuck, don't hesitate to rewatch this video and ask your friends before pestering your teacher with a question that was already covered in the video. Awesome. Good luck. Have fun. Peace out.